We're back with volume 4 of the Bicycle card deck collection, and this one's special because these are limited decks that you may have never seen before. A deck of cards is an underrated everyday item, especially when traveling, and just like any other gear, why not make it personal to you? Oh, and big thanks to JJ from playingcarddecks.com. These cards came from their site, and actually these 5 are self-produced by the site as limited runs. Let's start with 2 decks from the Artist series, Sketch and Draft. They're similar in theme, but very different looks. The Sketch box looks like a spiral-bound notebook with detailing on the top and pages on the sides. And looking at the cards, I really haven't seen anything like them. Here are the Jokers and the Ace of Spades, and you'll notice first that notebook detailing with the spiral-bound on top and the sketched details. And same with the cards. The suits themselves have texturing and lines that aren't totally clean and crisp because, after all, it is a sketch. And the black is more of a lighter gray than the standard colors. I also love that the sketch lines vary between the cards just to give it an extra hand-drawn feel. And the face cards look equally as great. Other than looking cool as a pencil sketch, the shading of the shadows gives the face cards a lot more depth compared to the standard deck, and it just makes it look cooler. The standard black cards are done in a navy blue, while the standard red cards are done in a light gray. And the card backs are a mix of blue and gray sketch version of the standard bicycle backs. Overall, a super unique deck. On the draft deck, we see a notebook and blueprint styling on the box. The images are the same as in the sketch deck, but done in a negative white color against the blueprint background, which gives it definitely a different feel. The regular cards also have the hand-drawn lines like the sketch deck, but it does the red cards a little bit differently by outlining the suits in red, just to keep the blue and white coloring as much as possible. And the face cards match the rest of the decks, done in negative white with some shading that makes them look pretty cool. And here are the card backs. At number 3 and 4, we move on to some animals, starting with the Sparrow Hanafuda deck, which is easily my favorite amongst these 6. The box says Fusion playing cards because Hanafuda are Japanese playing cards, so these can be used as a standard 52 card deck or as Hanafuda cards to play Japanese card games. On the top, it has a custom seal and a limited edition badge. So here are the 2 Jokers and the cards themselves. And every single card is different because of the Hanafuda nature of the deck, which is traditionally 48 cards with 12 suits representing the 12 months in the year. But the reason why these are my favorite of the 6 is because I don't know how to use these as Hanafuda cards at all, but I can still appreciate how dope the artwork is. I love the clean and colorful styling, and it's an eye-catcher for sure. And the card backs are also great, with the 2 sparrows against Japan's rising sun. Next is the turtle deck, more specifically the sea turtle deck, because they also offer a green land turtle deck if you're interested. The box has that traditional Hawaiian Polynesian styling, and of course, limited edition text up top. And here are the Jokers and the Ace of Spades. And I do wish the Ace of Spades was a little nicer. They could have just done so much more with it. The cards themselves look great, with the stylized font and suits with the turtle shells inside of that shaded box. But the real strength of this deck, again, is the face cards, and this is what the Ace of Spades should have been. Very detailed and unique styling compared to standard face cards, and each card has a different design. And here are the card backs, done in a soft white with light blue and light gray that calls back to the traditional card backs with the 2 circles and bordered design. At number 5, we have their newest self-produced deck that just released, the Bandana deck, and I got it in blue and red, although the only difference is the card back color. As I've said in other videos, some people want crazy art designs, and some people are just looking for a small variation to the standard bicycle deck, and this one falls into the latter. The box looks similar to a normal deck, except the coloring and the paisley styling. We got the 2 Jokers in black and blue and red and blue, already wearing bandanas. And the 4 aces show that design the best. And the cards themselves use bandana styling with each one, with a slightly stylized shape of the suits. And all of the standard black cards are actually navy blue. Moving to the face cards, they're super cool and pretty self-explanatory. It's just a very funny image seeing these medieval kings and queens rocking modern bandanas, and that contrasting theme gives this deck bonus points for sure. It's cards like these that show you can make a cool deck out of almost any theme with just some creativity. And here are the card backs, which look like an unfolded bandana, just to complete the look. And finally, we have my runner-up favorite of these 6, the Genso deck, inspired by Japanese folklore and designed by an artist based in Tokyo. And these definitely hold a special place in my heart because of that. The box is bold and in your face, and it's amazing. Opening up, we have 2 jokers, a monkey and a tanuki, or a Japanese raccoon dog. And I love that this deck has a title card. I think all custom decks should include it. Starting with the 4 aces, the design work and coloring is just next level and are as good as I've seen on any deck. The cards themselves have stylized fonts and suits to match the aces, just with a simpler design. And the standard black cards are also done up in a dark blue. But nobody will care about these normal cards once you see these face cards. I mean, just look at them. I love the color blocking and intricate design, and each one is inspired by a character from Japanese folklore, like the samurai, the geisha, the bandit, or the tengu, which is a red-faced goblin. And another cool detail is that the suits in each corner has some detailing based on each card. Amazing face cards, easily the best of this 6, and probably in my top 5 for favorite face cards of all time. And there you have it. So which one was your favorite? Check out all the past card videos if you want to see more of the collection, and stay tuned because I have even more card decks to showcase. Oh, and please check out playingcarddecks.com for these limited decks. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below if you want a response, and subscribe for more everyday gear reviews. Thanks.